Howdy everyone, this is Mopbot and welcome to my first League of Legends commentary. So being my first one, I don't do a lot of episodes like this. However, in the game right before this one, I went 17-0, so I thought it might be a good time to give it a shot. So as I said, this is my first one. Let me know what I can improve on, because I'm sure there's plenty that I can. So then as we get into game here, you can see I start with the Doran Blade, a health pot, and the yellow trinket, start with Call of the Meek, my Q, and then head off into lane. So then coming into lane here, up from the leash, queuing the minions that were there, got 2 of the 3, and it should be noted that I intentionally picked Renekton into the Olaf counter so that I could test my skills against someone that might be a little bit harder than if I had countered someone else like a Jax. Right away here, you can see that Olaf is being kind of brutal against me, and I'm dealing everything back. We are basically going 2 lane bullies against each other, and then I'm just trying to apply as much pressure as possible, get the flash and the ignite, and then the last hit and get the first blood. The ignite probably was not necessary, however, did want to just be sure that I could lock in the kill right there, because that was a 400 gold for the first blood there. And you'll see that as he's dead, I'm staying in lane, not worrying too much about the jungler, just trying to finish up the rest of the farm. And then as I see the tally, I start to back off, and I do pull back all the way to the turret, and then base from there, just so I know I'm safe, just making sure that Olaf does not come up and attack me from there. Going into the shop, right away getting the longsword, also getting some boots, and then heading back off into lane, just making sure that I can keep mobility. That's one of my biggest things, is being able to move around the lane pretty freely, and of course that longsword does help in damage. And then as I come back to lane here, I'm now level 3, so I can go ahead and start to poke him. I go in with the slice, stun him, get my Q on him, and then use the dice on him to get even more damage, keep autoing him, and forcing him back to make sure that he cannot get any of his farms. So really forcing him out, making sure that he's not able to get any gold, and then just completely controlling lane like that. And I do have the healing mastery, so that I can just heal up from that pretty quickly, as well as having a health pot, which is very helpful. So now having all 3 abilities up, I slice in stun Q again, and then use my dice, and he does end up getting away. Unfortunately, I didn't have my ignite at that point. Wish I had saved it for before and that I had not wasted it. But here comes the jungler. He's not going to do anything though, he's just going to walk away. Minions are pushed up pretty far, so I know I'm safe back here, and Lee does end up coming to lane, although it's definitely not needed. Not going to do anything from the jungler, and I do end up pinging Lee away because I do not want to risk a tower dive this early on in the game. As Olaf comes back to lane, then we are set up to get the kill on both of them. Lee jumps in onto Rengar, starts dealing some damage. I come in, Lee W's out. I'm able to start doing damage. Unfortunately, Rengar backs off too far, so I turn on to Olaf, where Lee starts to come back in then. He takes way too much damage, unfortunately. So do I. I start pulling out. He dies, although here comes Lux. Probably a little unnecessary on Lee's death. Misses the stun, though. Lux does, although gets a kill. Doesn't quite get Rengar, so I go ahead, use my E to jump up to him, get the stun, and finish him off with my Q. So we still get both of them, although unfortunately, we did lose Lee in the process. Returning to the lane now with the red buff from Lee, taking the hammer of damage. You can see I did bill the page going into a black cleaver, and I use my abilities here just to clear out the farm, try to keep the minion waves right about in the center, setting it up perfectly while I'm ahead so that his jungler cannot really do much if he would come in, but my jungler definitely would be able to help me. I've noticed that Olaf likes to play pretty close up unless I get too close where he backs off. So right here I can completely control the lane. I can keep farming while keeping him away from it. Perfect position to be in, and you can see that he does stay back behind his minions, so he's completely getting robbed of all types of CS. I then notice that he gets a little bit too close here, so I slice in, stun him, get my Q down, and then go ahead and use my E to bounce back out. Just getting some poke damage down, making sure I can stay on top. I want to keep him pretty low so he doesn't try to do anything fancy. He does throw his Q, but it really cannot do much to me at this point, and unfortunately I do kind of push the wave a little bit too far. Had I kept it further back, I probably could have kept doing that. Got him low enough to actually go in on him and go for the kill, so definitely my bad there. Probably could have played this a little bit better, and I did miss the minion right there, using my Q for damage. Coming back, replacing a ward, going on him against some more damage, and same thing, I bounce out after getting a bit of damage down, and then I can just hold it right here. I now have the river warded, so I know that I'm safe. Nothing's going to happen. He can try to do whatever he wants, but he's still going to be forced away from the minions, and I'm continuing to rob him of all farms, so he's not going to be able to get any gold from that, and as well as staying that far back, he's really not going to be getting much XP either. So then jumping ahead a bit, I have a black cleaver. We're both around half health. I jump in, get the stun, get my ult off as well, and just let the AoE damage take care of him. Very easy kill right there. Not a challenge, but here comes 2 more people, and I probably played this pretty badly. I should have gotten out there immediately because I was low, and I do die. Completely my fault. The river was warded and everything. I should have seen them coming, but did die to it. Definitely could have been avoided, but I did not play that to my best of my ability. Now you'll notice Olaf went to help his failing bot lane, so top was completely abandoned. I was able to bring it up to the tower and start poking down on that, getting a lot of damage on that, while bot lane was going at it like crazy. So completely my lane, nothing to do, nothing to stop me. I am able to take the tower then, and as well, get some extra farm, and hitting that 100 CS mark definitely was helpful. That's a whole lot of gold to be holding at 15 minutes, along with my 3 kills and 1 assist. So that definitely helps put me ahead, and you can see now I am building into the Titanic Hydra. Finally able to join my team in the mid lane for a fight. They are able to burst down Cho'Gath like no problem at all, and that leaves me to take down the tower and then get that tier 2 mid, which is very important. I noticed someone goes into the bush, so we start heading out there, get the ward down, but there's nothing. Rengar is up in the top lane. He managed to get out of there pretty quickly, so then we go ahead and we go for the inhib turret. Very helpful jungle ward here. We're able to catch Veigar out and get my stun on him, get the Q off, and then use my slice to stay out of the trap, get burst damage down on him, and then I'm able to finish him off, get the kill, although a wasted Sona ult right there. But we then do go ahead up and start attacking the tower. You'll then see the engage by the enemy team with the Ashe ulti, and then here comes Rengar, able to kill him really quickly, and the Lux ult, I even get back onto Ashe, and then quickly turn around to focus on Olaf. Sona unfortunately dies, but then Olaf goes down pretty quickly. I'm popping my ulti, there he goes, here comes Lee, we get Ashe like nothing, and then he gets onto Cho'Gath, and we start focusing then on the tower as he jumps in, ults him away, and then jumps to him again, and does get the double kill, and we easily get the 4 of them there, and then the tower as well. Veigar is sitting on the other side of the wall. This is going to be an easy one. He throws down the trap, but I'm able to get on the other side of the wall, get a lot of damage down. Here comes Lee, and finishes him off like nothing. I don't even take a lot of damage from the turret there, and then we can continue. All 4 of us are able to start pushing that, get a lot of damage down on it before Rengar comes, and we take it like nothing. Again, go ahead in on Rengar and get another kill right there, and then are able to start focusing on the inhib. Quickly thwarted, however, as the enemy team is coming up and we're all too low. I do get knocked up, a little bit scared there, although MF healing with the ulti, and then we get back. I get the stun down. Lux does take off in a different direction, which is a little bit worrisome. However, we do all get away. None of us dying, which is all fine and dandy. And I think it should be noted that Lux ends up getting the double kill. Baits them into the bush, uses our ulti, and then finishes them off right there. We then head off and take the Cloud Drake really easily. Lee pretty much took the entire thing alone. We're able to get that. Enemy team doesn't even contest it. And then we go ahead back onto mid lane. And as I come up into lane, we catch Rengar out. I'm able to get the slice and dice and the stun. Get my Q off on him to heal up a bit. However, he does get red buff. I get slowed and he starts to ult away. In the meantime, though, Cho is over in the bush getting caught out. He dies pretty easily, get the Sona ult on him, everybody getting the assist on that, and then also getting in on the Olaf, easy kill there again, and then we can continue to push from there. That fight there causes the enemy team to surrender 5-0, easy win for us, really quite short. So anyway, hopefully y'all have enjoyed. Go and subscribe for more, and do let me know what I can improve on this. By no far a perfect game, so my skills could definitely improve, no doubt about that, but also I'm sure the video quality could have much to be improved on. So let me know what you think, and I'll see y'all next time.